Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Extreme Forces Racing League Foster's Custom Rods Dirt Car Series. We're back with the Pro Late Models tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. We got some wicked fast times going. Dakota Proud so far has the fastest time in practice, and we are just getting ready to kick off our heat races for the evening. Let's check out our starting grid for heat race number 1. Looks like everybody. Alright, starting on the front row, we got Ryan Rubelman with Steven Fernberg on the outside of him. Row number 2, we got Devin Smith in that number 95 machine. Defending champion and current point leader Stephen Lindau in 4th place. Michael Steele in 5th. Dakota Proud in 6th. Ray Dunlap in 7th. Matthew Setzer in 8th. And I see Matthew back again. Ben Morrow in 9th. And Travis LaPena rounding off our top 10. A couple noted drivers that weren't able to make the show tonight. Dean Qualley is out due to illness, so we wish him the best and getting better quick. And then we have fan favorite Marcus Swadek, Smoke, who has to go pick up a motor for his real life car that he smoked it. So he's gonna go get a brand new motor. So we wish him luck in getting that motor and getting that installed so he can get his racing career underway. We're looking at the number 95 of Devin Smith. 47 of Rubelman starting on point tonight. He's had moderate finishes so far. Seems like he hasn't had the best of luck. He's had some fast cars, but always seems to get caught in a bad situation. So starting on the point tonight for the heat race, let's see what he can make of that. Northside Towing.net on the side of his machine. 29 of Fernberg by Dirt Co. sponsoring him. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4. We're going to kick off the night's festivities. Green flag is in the air. Good start by our front row. Rubelman down low. Fernberg up high. Fernberg setting sail on that high side. Gets a good run down the back straightaway. He's going to take over the lead as they go into turn number 3. Rubelman running right through the middle. We're 3 wide behind him. Dakota Proud, Devin Smith, Michael Steele, Travis LaPena all looking for positions. Ooh, that track looks a little rough going into turn number 3. Rubelman is hot on the heels of that number 29 machine of Fernberg. Here comes Lindau and Dakota Proud battling side by side down the back straightaway, going into turn number 3. Lindau's going to hold on to position, gets a little better drive off the corner. Devin Smith sending it in there high. Ooh, Michael Steele gets tagged by the number 3 car of Setzer. They're going to fall to the back. That's going to hurt their starting spot for the A main. As Dakota Proud and Lindau continue to battle side by side. Devin Smith closing the gap a little bit as they go down the back straightaway. Dakota Proud stays up high. Devin Smith going to send it down in low. Dakota Proud all over the back bumper of that 214 machine. Gets a good run going down the straightaway. Has to lift so he doesn't get into the back of the 214. Devin Smith looking underneath, not going to be able to get the run off the corner. Rubelman has caught the leader, unable to get a drive off the corner though. He is sending that thing in there. 3 laps to go for our leader, Steven Fernberg. That purple number 29 machine, fast tonight. Toro Media on the hood of that thing. 2 laps to go as we cross the line. Dakota Proud side by side with Steve Lindau as they go down the back straightaway. Dakota's going to send it in on the bottom. Try to slide up in front of the 214. Lindau still has position at the line, battling side by side as we go through turns 1 and 2. White flag in the air for Fernberg as he comes out of turn number 4. Rubelman trying to give him everything he got. Dakota Proud, sorry. Devin Smith. Whew, what a race. Hope to see a lot of that in the A-Main. It's going to be a great show tonight. Alright, we're going to have a 3-minute warm-up while these gentlemen are working that track in. The setup we have tonight is set up for more of a slicker track. So once it gets worn in, it should really work in the favor of a lot of these drivers, especially the ones that know how to drive in the slick. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Extreme Forces Racing League. Always a pleasure to do business with Mr. Dean Qualley. Racing 3 nights a week. We got a whole bunch of action on Monday nights. We have our EFRL Premier Series sponsored by one of our own here tonight, Michael Steele and Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. If you are looking for a rail wrap for your race car, check out Michael Steele. His business just opened up. He does some pretty amazing work. He knocked out a wrap for me for my RC car. He can do real cars. I've seen some of the work he's done for some dirt modifieds. It looks amazing. And you can see his wraps on a couple of the cars in here right now. Travis Lepanis' car. Normally it's on Ben Marlow's car, but I don't know if my trading paints didn't load right tonight or not. But Michael Steele's car is always sexy looking. Michael Steele Graphics and Designs, located in Texas. Check them out. Also tonight we are brought to you by Alan Foster and Foster's Custom Rods. Fishing season in Minnesota is right around the corner and probably is for a lot of other places. Check out Alan Foster on Facebook. Does some pretty amazing work. Gift cards available, so if you're looking for something for your father, your brother, your son, even your wife. Women love to fish too, we know they do. Check out Alan Foster and Foster's Custom Rods. Our white flag tonight is going to be brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast right here on YouTube and Facebook with local legend Ryan Aho. They cover most things with soda. They do cover a little bit of NASCAR and some other stuff, but for the most part they cover most of the WISSOTA stuff. And WISSOTA in Minnesota and Wisconsin is just getting underway. We've only had a couple weeks under our belts. Local track here still has about a month to go before we open up. But we are getting ready. I'm excited. We have a car show in 3 weeks. So check that out. Roth RV. I'll post some pictures. I'll let you guys see. But Michael Steele and Steele Graphics, this car is a beauty. Michael's showing it off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing, folks. A little bit of a change up from where we started in our heat races. On the front row, they swapped spots. Me too, Marcy. I can't wait to see it. I was telling Michael today I'm very excited. The pictures look amazing, but I know it's going to look even better in person. Michael's wraps, all of his wraps are my favorite wraps. I can't deny it. But back to our starting lineup. Front row, they swapped spots from the heat race. We got Steven Fernberg and Ryan Rubelman. Row number 2, Stephen Lindau and Dakota Proud. Row number 3, Mr. Devin Smith and Travis Lepanis. Row number 4, Ben Mall in that number 75 machine and Ray Dunlap. Starting at the tail end of this A-main, Michael Steele and Matthew Setzer got together a little bit in the heat race. Caused them both several positions on the track. They got their work cut out for them. But keep an eye on that number 5 machine. He knows how to work it. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4. We're at the dirt track at Charlotte. It's one of the biggest tracks we go to. Had to make sure we have enough fuel in these machines. And we're going to get going on some green flag racing here. Last week we only had 1 caution, I do believe. So I'm looking for this nice wide track tonight. We should see plenty of side-by-side racing action. And I expect this thing to go flag to flag tonight. Of course, me saying that probably just jinxed it. Green flag is out. Fernberg gets a great jump. Ryan Rubelman sleeping a little bit on that start. He's going to lose second place to Steven Lindell. Lindell hard charging to the front. He's looking to take the lead away by the beginning of lap 1. He's going to slide up in front of Fernberg. Fernberg does a crossover. We're too wide for first, second. Fernberg sends it, gets up into the wall. We're 3 wide as we exit turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Steve Lindell sends that 214 machine in there hard. We got Dakota Proud down low with Steve Lindell. Up top, we got Fernberg and Rubelman. Travis Lepenis in the 5th place, working his way up. Michael Steele has gained 3 positions already, right on the back bumper of the 75 machine. Michael is not messing around tonight. He's charging to the front. Dakota Proud right down on that bottom in 3 and 4. Right next to the tires on 1 and 2. Fernberg trying to charge high on that charge by on that high side. Nothing digging yet. Thanks everybody tuning in for Foster's Custom Rods Dirt Car Series. 9 laps in, Dakota Proud took the lead. He is up 3 positions from where he started. Has a nice strong run going, getting a little bit of a cushion built up over Lindell. Fernberg, Rubelman, and Travis Lepenis throw a blanket underneath of him, almost 3 wide into the corner. Rubelman started on the outside front row, lost some positions, looking to regain it. Ooh, gets loose coming out of turn number 4. Lost everything he gained on the 29, might lose 3rd place to Travis Lepenis. Travis is going to charge by him on the outside, going down that back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Ben Morrow and Michael Steele following him through. These guys are hooking up and moving. We better check on our leader. Dakota Proud. Almost a 1-second gap over Lindbergh. I'm mixing the 2 names together. I'm mixing up Lindell and Fernberg. Travis Lepenis way down low next to those tires, trying to get underneath the 47 of Rubelman. Rubelman's got the momentum coming down the front straightaway. He's going to maintain position. Travis isn't giving up on that bottom line quite yet, though. If he can clear him and send it, he's going to take over third place that time by. Oh, sorry, fourth place. 3 wide. Going down the back straightaway. Michael Steele takes the position away from Ben Morrow. Ben Morrow does a crossover move, loses all momentum. Michael Steele's going to get 2 in 1 shot. 47 of Rubelman looks like he might have hit the wall. He doesn't have a rear fin on that machine anymore. Michael Steele is going to take over 5th place. Dakota Proud starting to lose that lead. Fernberg is hooking up on the high side. Got around Lindahl. Fernberg is setting sail up there. We're going to have a battle for the lead real quick. He's going to get that hard charge down the straightaway. He sends it in. Less than a quarter of a second now. Down to a 1/10 of a second. Dakota Proud not giving up on that bottom line. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Steven Lindahl back into the picture. Fernberg has the edge as they go into turn number 3. Dakota Proud holding onto that lead by a 1/10. Fernberg has the edge going down the back straightaway. Dakota Proud sends it going into turn number 3. Oh, that one was too close to call. I'm not sure who had the lead that time by. Looks like Fernberg's got a good chance of holding on to it this time by. Not sure what happened to Ben Morrow. Oh, sorry, that's not Ben Morrow, that's Matthew Setzer. Fernberg taking over the lead. Steve Lindahl following him around on that high side. Dakota Proud still sticking to the bottom. That could cost Mr. Proud some more spots. Travis Lepanis has fallen down a spot. Michael Steele now up to position 4. And right on the back bumper, closing in on the 19 machine of Dakota Proud. Michael Steele looks like he's driving angry. He's on a mission. Dakota Proud might have used up his stuff. Michael Steele's going to send it down low as they go into turn number 3. The bottom side hasn't really looked like it's working. It ain't going to work for him this time by. He hasn't given up on it yet, though. He can maintain, but he hasn't been able to gain anything on him. Fernberg on that high side. We got Steven Lindahl sending it in down deep. Michael Steele lost some position trying to run that low line. He moves back up against the wall. Oh, Lindahl's getting so close. He is sending it in deep, driving it in much deeper than the 29 machine is. But he loses a lot of his momentum in the middle of the corners. And then the 29 up on that high side drives back around him. .214 is going to send it. Oh, it has to hit the binders, not to slide up into Fernberg. Here comes Dakota Proud back at him. These guys are dicing back and forth. Trying to find any kind of advantage they can. Oh, Michael Steele's hard into the outside wall. He's going to lose some positions. He doesn't lose any positions, but he lost some momentum. Laps are winding down. Fernberg trying desperately to hold off the hard-charging 214 of Steven Lindau. Oh, Fernberg gets up into the wall. That might be what cost him the lead. He's lost his rear spoiler now. Steve Lindau sends it in. Oh, the 29 is back up into the wall again. Three wide, Michael Steele going in the middle, shooting through the hole shot. He's going to take over second place. What a pass by Michael Steele. We got 10 laps left. Does Michael have anything for that number 43 machine of Steven Lindau? I do believe that losing the spoiler on that 29 machine has really cost him. Nine laps to go for the 214 of Steve Lindau and Michael Steele. Lindau looks like he is starting to pull away from Michael. Michael got hung up a little bit getting around Dakota Proud and Fernberg. Ben Morrow now taking over fourth place. He's going to get around Fernberg. Travis Lepanis gets around Fernberg. That no fin is really affecting that 29 machine. Scraped the wall one too many times. 6 laps left in this event. Travis, how you doing, buddy? Yeehaw, Cletus, he says. Michael Steele, hard charger of the night. He is up 8 positions, started dead last, up to second. 47 of Rubelman is out of this one. He lost his rear fin. Matthew Setzer's 2 laps down. Fernberg continues to fade with that missing rear fin. 4 laps to go for that 214 of Mr. Steven Lindau. We're going to have to start calling him the closer. Steven had a decent heat race, was able to start towards the front. Wasn't an easy task for him. Took him quite a few laps to battle that 29 machine of Fernberg. And once he got around him, he has set sail on the rest of the field. That clean air looking good on the 214 machine. White flag lap is in the air. Our last lap is brought to you by the One to Go show. Racing legend Ryan Aho was Soda driver extraordinaire. Check him out on YouTube and Facebook. The One to Go show. Steve Lindau, Michael Steele, Dakota Proud coming home in third. What a finish. Thank you, Travis. That was an amazing race. Michael Steele shooting the middle gap, making it 3 wide to go from 4th to 2nd. What a pass. We're definitely have to get that in the highlights. All right, we're going to grab our 3rd place driver, the driver of that number 19 machine. I do believe he led the most laps tonight, but laps winding down, he wasn't able to hold him off. All right, we have Dakota Proud finishing 3rd tonight. What a battle.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, what was that, Dakota?
How's it going? Sorry, I'm having some audio issues.
There you go. Now we can hear you, bud. Oh, man, it's going good. You had a heck of a race going.
Yeah, man. Found myself in the lead pretty early, and I was just trying to roll the bottom. I knew that high side was coming in, but I was trying to save some tires just rolling the bottom. But obviously they caught up to me, and I smacked a tire around lap 36 right after they got by me, and I just couldn't reel them in.
Oh, man, no, I didn't catch that. That sucks.
Yep, go 2 for 2 weeks here with catching an inside Waller tire, so.
Not very good luck for you tonight, but I do believe you led the majority of the laps tonight.
I think it was split almost evenly. I think he caught me around lap 25, mid 20s. I'm not sure, honestly. It all kind of blurs together.
Well, Fernberg got around you, but then the 214 is the one that finally passed Steven Fernberg towards the end.
Yep, I believe so.
Heck of a race, though. Green flag all the way. That's always good to see. A lot of give and take. You guys had a 3-wide battle for 2nd. That was amazing.
Yeah, ended up in the bottom side of that one. I think I definitely lucked out or had the upper hand going into the turn. But yeah, no, it was really good racing by everyone. Like you said, very give and take.
Yeah, it was nice to see. Very respectful. It looked like a couple of the guys lost their rear fins, and that definitely hurt them in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. Any type of body damage here at a bigger track like this is definitely going to affect your run, affect your speed.
Yeah, it was the 29 machine. He lost that fin, and he dropped like a rock.
Yep. As soon as I got a little front end damage, I knew I could just tell I couldn't keep pace. I could match pace, I couldn't reel them in. So any little damage really sets you back. It's important to keep a clean car.
Especially on a big track like this where aerodynamics does play a huge part. People don't think it does under, but it does.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Well, you've had a fairly decent season so far. We're just about halfway or just over halfway. I'll have to update the points tonight and see where you're sitting.
Yeah, I missed a couple weeks. So then, unfortunately, the incident last week happened, which obviously set me last week. But I should be able to make the majority of the races remaining in the season. So we can see what we can do.
Awesome, bud. Well, congratulations, and we'll be back next week with the B mods. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, first I'd like to thank you for putting this on. I run my own league, so I kind of know how much work goes into it, especially on the back end. So I appreciate everything you do. I got to thank my team over at Throttle Motorsports, always practicing together, pushing each other. Thank WB Creative Designs for all my wraps. I was just rocking a new wrap today, actually. I got to thank Forever Tan and Boutique, Levi's Custom Detailing, Frosty's Speed Shop, and my wife for letting me do this.
We can't forget the women.
Yep, absolutely.
Whether they're supporting us or cheering us on, they are a very integral part of our racing, whether it's real life racing or online racing.
It is. They are critical.
All right, bud. You have a wonderful night. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yep, you too, man. Thank you.
Driver of that number 5 machine, hard charger of the night, started dead last, took it 3 wide in the middle to make a pass to gain 2 positions, take over second. Oh man, what a race for Mr. Michael Steele.
Yeah, that was a heck of a move, wasn't it?
Oh man, that was the coolest. I gotta go back. We're gonna have to get that on a clip.
Yeah, I was just watching it, talking to Steven in the interview room and explaining it. Like, it was just I could tell that Dakota, from leading the race, I could tell he was falling off to them. And I mean, obviously I had to come all the way from the back, and I was glad just to even get up to them. I spent so long behind Ben, but I could tell that Dakota fell off, and I just still couldn't ever get around him as much as he fell off, and I could tell that I was picking up speed. And I saw Setzer coming, and I saw that maybe like a lap or two before that Steven knocked his wing off, and I was like, well, here's my chance. Just I have a wing, or I have a spoiler, and I am faster than the other guy, so I'm just gonna shove it in there and see what happens.
So we can say that you had a wing and a prayer, huh?
Pretty much. I was praying to not kill anybody, and that it stuck.
Oh man, I'm not sure if you were driving mad or what, but awesome driving either way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the happiest person in the world after the heat race. I don't understand how it always happens.
You do have the worst luck for that.
We've talked about it before, and I don't want to go any further than that. I just don't. I'm watching the replay of it. I just don't understand how it happens. But yeah, I mean, I was a little annoyed. I know that talking to Steven, my tire percentage, my right rear is 4% worse than his was, and I'm not surprised because I was driving the wheels off of it, just trying to even catch up to them.
Heck yeah, I was watching you, man. You were sending that car anywhere you could to try to get the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I tried on the bottom a little bit, and I mean, I always got to try it just because I love running down there, but I could never figure out how to make it work. So I was trying to channel my inner Marcus Swaddick, and I really expected like my car to hit it one really big time with probably 5 to go, and I was expecting my spoiler to be gone, and I'm surprised my right rear quarter panel's not all beat up. Just pretty enough to take a picture of still.
Heck yeah. You know, a little bit of damage is okay in a picture. It's okay. Just means you tried hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I mean, it's always, I love being able to just kind of run your split. I don't like wall riding, and I know I hit it a few times. I don't remember, maybe last week at Port Royal. I hit it a lot more than I really want to, but tonight I love nothing better to watch. If you enjoy watching people run the top side, nothing better than watching them run their spoiler along the edge and just sparks shooting off. It really impresses me. Like even running the tractor tires, like it impresses me how in real life that can people run a 16th of an inch away from it, and you can slowly throughout the night just watch it move back and back and back. Every once in a while, you'll have obviously the people that just kill it, but it's impressive to watch them do it the right way in real life. Like it's mind blowing.
Exactly, and that's actually one of the things that kind of disappointed me about my local dirt track is they actually took away the tractor tires and just replaced it with cones, and yeah. I'm not a fan of that.
I get it. I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it's still watching them be that close to an object. Obviously, yeah, the tractor tires do a lot more damage. The kid that I help out here, one of his friends, they run the same class, and they went out on practice night and didn't have their nose bracing on there, so they're like, oh, it'll be all right. And last probably like 3 laps to go before they were about to load up, they destroyed the nose and had to completely redo it just because they didn't have the nose bar on there. But I mean, I get why they take them away because it does kill a car and does a lot of damage and it's a lot of money, but also, I mean, I guess it's why we watch racing, the price to pay, I guess.
And it is definitely a great deterrent.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love pushing the boundaries, but also I guess that's why it impresses me so much because those things do not like to budge very well.
Well, you're driving Marcy's favorite wrap tonight, so that's always good.
I thought that was her black one.
I don't know. She said this was one of her favorite wraps.
It's because all the purple, which I do love the purple. The black is really growing on me for me not liking to run black cars, but this purple is really growing on me. I think it's one of my favorites. I've been thinking about painting this car for a while. I mean, you being a painter, it's hard to paint your own cars sometimes.
It is, and I feel like I have less time to paint my own because I'm always painting somebody else's.
Yeah, I'm finally caught up in the real world stuff, getting 5 things shipped out today. Now I have like 6 iRacing paints waiting on me.
Yep.
It's tiring, but it's worth it, I guess.
Doing that grind, you really inspire me to do more. Starting your own business, having a little one at home, just doing everything that you're doing is awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's not been easy the past few weeks. I'm thankful that Marcy has been here with me through it because I have been more than just wanting to pull my hair out, much more, and it's not been easy. But I appreciate everybody that helps me out and that supports me and helped me start this journey. I want to be on. I know it's on Mondays. We're gonna have to figure that out since I race on Mondays. But I want to be on y'all's podcast. I have a lot to talk about from my previous career that I had before this. It's probably I mean, it may be interesting, it may not, but I feel like it's a bit of a story.
All right, maybe we'll have to do a special night one night and have you on.
Yeah, I was watching last week, so I was like, man, I want to do that. It's just tough because I know y'all do it on Mondays, and I race on Mondays.
Yep, you guys are in the middle of your race yet when we're doing that podcast.
Yep, and I'm not going to say high up there in points, but I'm fairly high up there. Been a pretty good year.
Well, you are the title sponsor, so it's important for you to be there.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
But I know I give you a shout out every chance I can. I really appreciate you and supporting us on EFRL and everything you've done for us, and just being a great friend and a great guy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I love the fact that, like I said, we can work together and both be painters and have our own deal, but still help each other and keep that friendship and not really get all, like I said, get all butthurt and everything. I love racing with y'all. I have not even looked at another league since I started racing with y'all, like 3 years ago on asphalt.
Oh yeah, well we started racing together with the super late models on Tuesday nights.
Yep, I didn't even know the Planuses from at that point. I mean, that's where I kind of met them, and a couple of seasons later started running ARCA with them, and yeah, it's slowly just, I'm shy, so trying to get me to come out of my shell is rough.
Well, I just remember it seemed like in the super late model series, you and I always found each other and we're always racing each other on the track.
Yeah, for sure. I like to think that I've came a long way since then. That was
Heck yeah.
honestly, I think I'd have iRacing probably maybe a year at that point. And it's crazy to see I mean how we both improved since then.
Heck yeah, bud. Well, congratulations. I love seeing you charge through the field like that. I'm definitely going to go back through and watch that again. Let's let you go ahead and give your shout-outs to at least the couple people we know you're going to give them to.
Yeah, for sure. Marcy and Vivi. I know she was laughing at the way the way the interview started. But my parents, you for putting on the broadcast, Dean for being a great owner, Trav for being a great teammate. Obviously, missed Marcus tonight, but I know he's got a lot going on, putting a new motor in the car and hopefully putting on a wrap tomorrow. Obviously, all the amazing sponsors, everybody that helps me out.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being part of our league and being just who you are, Mike. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Same for you.
All right, you have a good night, buddy.
Yep, you too, buddy.
All right, driving that number 214 machine. I need to update my graphics so it stops showing 43 on the leaderboard. Mr. Steven Lindau, we're going to start calling you the closer.
How's it going, Mick?
Oh, man, doing great. What a race.
Yeah, that was a good race. Can't complain much when it ends the way it ends like that. It's always nice to finish out on top here.
You and, who was it, Fernberg had a heck of a battle. Looked like he pushed it a little too hard, ripped the spoiler off his car, and then he sunk like a rock.
Yeah, we had a good race going on. Even there with Dakota, I mean, we were 3 wide there for a while. The 3 of us battling. Real good race going on, and then yeah, I was battling Fernberg there for quite some time, and then I heard him get into the wall, and apparently I was talking to him. He said that it told him he had rear wheel damage, and he also cooked his tires a little bit. So I think he said he was down to like 40% tire or something like that, which never want to see that at the end of a race.
Well, I know he was driving the wheels off that thing trying to reel in Dakota.
Yeah, he said that he was driving pretty hard, trying to get up there. He's not normally a late model guy, so it's pretty cool to see him up there. He's mainly a sprint guy, so but ever since the last update, he's been pretty strong in the late models.
Pretty strong in the late models. He's coming on in the modifieds. He had a little problem last week where he hit that inside wall and had a big problem then, but other than that, he was strong. He's been fast. He's just got to put the whole thing together.
Yeah, definitely. I know running these that it's completely different than anything else you'll run for the most part. With the way you can run them hard, but not really use a whole lot of tire, and that's the biggest advantage of these is once you can figure out how to do that and save your tire for the end of the race, especially with the current model we're on. I feel like it's a good balance of tire wear and it not being ridiculous like it was when they first came out with it.
Yeah, when we first switched to that new tire model, holy cow.
Yeah, the first build they had out with it, I mean, you couldn't 30 lap race, you'd be down to hell 40% tire or something like that or lower, and then when they switched it tire wear was almost non-existent. With the prior build to this one, you could run a 50 lapper and still have 60-70% tire, it seemed like. I feel like they found a real good in between on that, so it's good to see.
I agree 100%. Well, it looks like you are well on your way to becoming a back-to-back champion here in the EFRL. We're just a little over halfway, and I feel like you got a pretty good points lead going on right now.
Yeah, this is by far the best season I've had up to date. I've been fairly consistent in the UMPs. Was able to get my first win of the season in those last week, and I've been pretty strong in the late models. So I just got to keep all that up and see where we can end up and see what happens.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on your win. Who'd you like to thank tonight?
I got to thank you and everyone at EFRL for putting on the league and the broadcast. Everyone that races in here creates the good racing and makes it fun for everyone in here. And then I got to give my teammates over at American Dirt Motorsports a big shout out just for hanging out.
So are you and Steven teammates? I see you both run dirt company cars.
Yeah, we're both on the American Dirt Motorsports is the actual team name, but yeah, our main sponsors, Dirt Co. Media. But yeah, he mainly came over last season because, like I said, he's a sprint car guy and he was running those, and then he kind of enjoyed the league and then found out he liked these the late models too.
Awesome. Well, we'll be back in the UMPs next week. We hope to see you back on the podium, sir. You have a wonderful night.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Mick. You as well.
Thank you. That is another one in the books for us here at the EFRL Foster's Custom Rods Dirtkars Series, running Thursday nights. We went flag to flag tonight. These boys put on a heck of a show. We had 3 wide racing. Michael Steele shoots the gap, jumps 2 positions to steal second place away. Oh my God, what a race. Michael Steele, hard charger, started dead last, finished the second. Oh man, can't wait for next week. We'll be back live next week on Thursday nights. If you want to watch me crash a car, you can come watch Monday nights with the Rusty Redneck Street Stock Tour. On Tuesday nights, I race a truck series, which I completely am horrible at, the Rusty Redneck Truck Series. And then right after that, we broadcast the FALCONGRAFIX Associated Short Track Tour with the Tour Modifieds. Check those out. If you are looking for a next-gen series, check out the Michael Steele Graphics EFRL Premier Series on Monday nights, broadcasted by our buddies at All Star 15 TV, AJ Coppola and his group. Check those boys out. They put on an amazing show. AJ has been broadcasting with the EFRL since our early days. Great friend. He's actually a partner with me and FALCONGRAFIX. So I am proud to have him as a partnership, and that's been over a year now. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight, and we will be back Monday night watching me crash. Thank you, everybody. You have a wonderful night. Woo! What a show.